Landlords, can a tenant dictate to you that they want to use their security deposit to pay any month's worth of rent? Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Boy on TikTok. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I got this scenario a couple of weeks ago where we had a landlord. They had a tenant that wasn't paying the rent, and the tenant insisted that the rental agreement allowed them to use the security deposit to pay that rent so they wouldn't be in default. And I usually have to tell landlords, unless you have something specific in your lease agreement that says that the tenant can do that, that's generally not the rule in California. Under Civil Code Section 1950.5 and under most lease agreements that are well drafted, a tenant is prohibited from using their security deposit to pay rent. The Civil Code section basically says that a landlord is not required to account for a security deposit until the tenants have vacated the property, and they have 21 days to do that, at which time the landlord could use the deposit for unpaid rent and, damages beyond normal wear and tear. Okay. There's new rules on security deposits about documenting certain things starting April 1. That type of deal, but that the rule in the civil code and in most leases has not changed. Okay, a tenant cannot insist upon using their deposit to pay rent. What's the solution then? You might be asking as a landlord, what can I do if my tenant doesn't pay rent? Well, you could issue them a 3-day notice to pay rent or quit, basically, to solve that problem. So a tenant can't dictate, how to use the security deposit to pay their rent if they fail to pay their rent on any given month. So landlords, if you're facing a non-payment of rent situation and you're in the Northern California area and you need some help, please feel free to reach out. We're here to help out. Put your comments, questions down below. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.